Let me just work on it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this webinar, which is going to be very, very interesting, I'm very sure. And that's what I see by the number of participants joining in. Let us start our program with an introduction to PMA, and I would request Mr. Prashant Pund, Vice President PMA, to talk about PMA.
Namaskar, and thank you, Sachin ji. Well, I want curiosity management. Well, to tell everyone about Pune Management Association. Pune Management Association, we consider it to be body of knowledge. We present ourselves as body of knowledge in the domain of management. And then the management as a domain being really a vast domain, we have 14 different centers of excellence representing different aspects of the management, including HR, quality, etc. We have conducted multiple different good programs in the last couple of years, which we have seen as the pandemic period. And then we moved from the seminars to webinars in these 2 years. And then we have been able to conduct really very good programs. And then today we have got one more such excellent program. So without wasting much time, I would like to hand it over back to the moderator.
All right. So thank you, Prashant sir. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sachin Ganpati, and I lead the Business Excellence COE at PMA. As Mr. Prashant just mentioned, we have 14 COEs in PMA, and Business Excellence is one of them. As you would appreciate in the current business environment, which is highly uncertain, volatile, complex, and ambiguous, VUCA, what we call, businesses have to embrace the excellence and transform into the more agile and resilient state to survive, grow, and compete. At our Center of Excellence for Business Excellence, our mission is to promote sharing and learning of various processes, business excellence methodologies across the industry and academia, and provide handholding and support in the application of these methodologies to address specific business and process challenges. Currently, we have 3 verticals within our COE: process excellence, project management, and industry 4. And we might add few more in future. So today's webinar is our first webinar in the project management vertical.
Sorry, my mic was mute. I'm sorry. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
And Mr. Dhananjay Gokhale and his team, and all the PMA members and the members and participants who have joined. Welcome to everyone. To Mr. Dhananjay Gokhale. I don't want to see it's a difficult task, but it's a challenging task. Knowing Mr. Dhananjay Gokhale for last couple of days, but I will try to be crisp and introducing Mr. Dhananjay Gokhale. He is very popularly or well known by a short form called DG. So that is his short, and he has done his pre-graduation in Mumbai. Subsequently, he moved to Pune, and he is a BE Mechanical graduate from MIT in Pune. Subsequently, he did his post-graduation in management. Obviously, that's the reason, one of the reason that he had a very solid backbone of project management portfolio. All of you get time, do visit his website. It's very, very PM with drama. Now, it is something, the name will sound little, welcome to do that. Otherwise, I would request DG to take the mic in his hand and start his thing. Thank you very much. Yeah, over to DG.
Thank you. Right. I myself was curious as to whether will I get some time to speak or not. And to be precise, we are delayed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we are
definitely
delayed by
not maintaining our schedule. I'm sorry. Generally, a speaker should not start with the blatant and honest comment, Satyam Bruyat, Priyam Bruyat, Na Bruyat, Satyam Priyam Kada. And that is the foundation for politics. Speak truth and speak the truth that will be good to the ears.
Absolutely.
Right? But in project management, we are not to be good. We are to be honest and we are to be sophisticated. Yet, Ajit talked about so many things about myself. I personally got surprised as to I didn't know so many things. But now probably what he have missed in communicating is uh, I can read palms well. I can read the palms well also. And if you send me the horoscope, I also can read the horoscope. Now, this is not the part of the introduction. I have some connect of this particular part to now having heard, let's say, if your friend is a good palm reader, a good palmista, and good uh, horoscope reader, generally what comes to your mind? And we are only 31 people, including me. If you bar me, there are only 30 people. So if you want to speak, you can speak. This is an interaction. If you want to keep your videos on, you can keep the videos on because there is nothing great that I can tell you something new. We will evolve collectively. So this is not a speech. This is not a lecture. All those people who are in, I have a humble request that be with self. There are a few questions that I would ask. And those questions on the superficial manner would appear dumb. Simple questions is always dumb, but dumb questions had changed industries. So I have dumb questions, simple question that, and by the way, I believe that all of us are honest. And honesty is binary, either one or zero. I cannot say most of the time I'm almost honest. No, either I am or I'm not. So honestly, if you come across your good friend who is a palmist, who is a horoscope reader, what comes to your mind generally?
I want to show my palm.
I would like to share and
Just common predictions that he could make, look into certain data sets that he would know about you.
yes, some
I'll
contradictions actually.
I'll be shy to show my palm.
Okay, right.
With the fear that something bad will be exposed.
Fear that something bad. Now, I have a simple suggestion to all of you that for next 23 minutes, we would have 128 GB RAM, at least for those. If not 128, at least 16 GB RAM. Because if there is any takeaway in this particular interaction, the takeaway is there for moment to moment. When you are not speaking, when I'm not speaking, when you are speaking, when I'm speaking, when I'm asking questions, when I'm answering questions, when you are asking questions and answering the questions, pay attention to that. It is unfortunate that right from our childhood, we are never taught to pay attention to. We are never taught to pay attention to what is being spoken. Just look into that. Unfortunate it is. But before even I go to the next part, before even I go to the next question, I must give full credit to my grandfather. He was a university at our home, right from childhood, ever since I remember. He always say, please, for God's sake, don't prepare for the exam. For God's sake. If you prepare for the exam, you will lose the beauty of life. He knew probably the exam situation that time also, and even today we know that. So he says, understand, learn. And when you say you have learned, you will not say you have learned, you will do it. So do it. Moment I say I have learned, no, I don't say I learned, I'll do it. So get into this. So now if you feel that there is a palm is sitting there, you would ask the questions. You would like to see the palm. Somebody said, no, I won't, because there is a fear. What might happen? What might not happen? Pay attention to this. This is a set of emotions. It is a bunch of emotion that is manifested in this particular body. That's it. Now, one more question to all of you. How many of you are human beings?
No, I am sure. I am for sure.
So I hope I would not get an answer like somebody gives in the project review meeting, right? So, I think so. Yeah, I feel so. Either I know that I'm a human being. So I believe that all of you are human beings. In human being, if there is any realized soul, then I don't think this particular session is meant for him. Pays the tax very categorically. Don't even demand any liberties in the tax. He's an honest fellow. So we are honest. Now we are human beings. Being a human, there is always a curiosity. You know what? If you really believe in this particular fundamental truth, that the basic instinct of human being is curiosity, is curiosity. So if you want somebody to mm, get into some room, then you generally say that don't go into this particular room. The negate itself creates curiosity. And the moment that curiosity is created, we get into the some or the other action. So we believe that all of us are human beings. And people around us are also human beings. Fundamentally. Third question. So if you wish, I repeat the question. First question is, how many of you would love to know your future? Second, how many of you are human beings? These questions are connected. Now, third question, how many of you are project managers?
I am.
I'm
In a way, yes. In a way, everybody.
Everyone.
No, you answer for yourself.
Okay,
Don't,
yes.
I am.
don't endorse
I
like
am.
politicians. Yeah, go ahead. How
Yes,
many
I
of you
am.
are project managers? Huh?
I am a project manager. Yeah.
You are
as a
Well,
designation. I am. Yeah.
I
the
was
designation.
I was a project manager.
I was the project manager. Anybody else?
I am too.
Okay, right, fine. Now, what is the definition of a truck driver?
Who drives the truck?
Who drives the truck? So, with this synonym, what is the definition of a project manager?
Who manages the project?
Who manages the project? Then, if can I say that somebody is a truck driver who drives the truck only on national highway is a truck driver? Can I say so?
No.
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 So, somebody who manages the project in the organization is a project manager. Can I say so?
No.
Is truck driver a designation or a role?
Role.
It's a role.
Is project manager a designation or a role?
Role.
Both. It's both.
Does it really need to be performed in an organization XYZ private limited or limited?
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Not necessary.
Depends.
Right? Now, this is a fundamental, foundational learning objective today. Let us understand that we are project managers. If I say that I am tiger, then I must behave like a tiger. If I say I'm human being, I must behave like a human being. If I don't accept the fact that I am a project manager, there is no use of any certification. I am a human being, but I have learned how to behave like a demon. What's the use of it? You be a demon if you really want to behave like him. I am not a project manager. I don't believe so, because every time there is a qualification, oh, it should be an organization, it should be designation. The basic truth of the project management definition is somebody like drives the truck is a truck driver. Somebody who manages the project is a project manager. Irrespective of the size, complexity, place, project is project. Anywhere it can be managed. How many of us wants to reduce the tummies? Tell me that.
I want to read it.
Already one.
How many of us wants to reduce the weight? Tell me that.
I am there.
Right. So will you lifelong keep reducing your weight? Will you lifelong keep reducing your tummies?
No. It has certain objective, a start date and an end date.
That's it. So can we not call that itself as a project?
Absolutely.
Then who is managing that project?
Yourself.
Ourselves.
And are we project managers?
Yourself.
Yes, we are.
Do we really need designation for that?
No.
No.
That's it.
The designations and the certificates are the ornaments only, nothing else.
Yes. You know what? How do you show the certificate, dear sir?
No.
How
It
do
should
you show
be.
the certificate? The back side of the certificate is always blank. Right? So if I want to reduce my weight, right now I'm running 63.7. My fundamental weight should be 60. Last 3 4 months I was with my son and I did fun around it. And that time I said no rules, nothing doing. So I went to 64.7. Today I'm on 63.7. Down the line, yes, but there is an objective. So can I not consider itself as a project? So if I am a project manager and if I am a human being and if I am a bulk of curiosity, I think I must manage the curiosity. Isn't it? Are you understanding this?
Yes, yes.
Now let's pay attention to the questions that generally stakeholders ask. Now, who are the stakeholders fundamentally for the project?
Beneficiaries, people who are going to get impacted.
Beneficiaries. Anything else? You may say, hey, you are getting into so much of a basics. Yes, sir, basics are missing. And therefore, there are increases of advances.
Supply chain.
Supply chain. So anybody who wants your project to happen, including who doesn't want your project to happen.
True.
Right? Anybody is connected to our project either with positivity or negativity. Is a stakeholder. True. So I'm not able to share the screen. So if you probably can allow me to share the screen, I can show something on the screen. Yeah.
Sir, there is an option.
I know. I am there. It says you can't share the screen.
Administrative permission.
No, the admin rights are not with me. Can't help with
Hold
that.
on. Don't worry. So far, whatever I have told you, you are able to see, visualize. If it is okay, we have only another 17 minutes left. Not to worry. We'll continue. Don't worry. I think. Okay. So, who are the stakeholders we were discussing that? We're saying anybody who wants your project to happen or who doesn't want your project to happen, either negatively charged or positively charged, is a stakeholder. Now, if you look back to your projects, which are in your personal life or professional life, small project, complex project, big project, whatever it is, the gang of stakeholders around you, including you, have some questions. Now, I need those questions from you. What kind of questions that you have come across so far from the stakeholders?
The first question is how it is going to impact me, right?
How it is going to impact me? Anything else?
Risk.
What is in it for
What's
me?
the risk?
What are the risks involved? Anything else?
The very first question that
Profit.
I find is why this is required.
Why this is required? Anything else?
The cost required.
What is the cost required? Anything else? Anything else?
The time allocated is sufficient.
Time. Okay. Will this time be sufficient? When this project will get over? Will you be able to complete the project on time? Why? So those so many questions are there.
Yes.
Now look at the questions. Are those questions about curiosity?
Yes.
What is it all about?
Yes, they are.
It's human. Project management doesn't need mathematics. Project management doesn't need statistics. Those people who try to, poke mathematics and statistics into project management, they have not understood the psychology. It's only arithmetic that is necessary in project management, and arithmetic also to satisfy the psychology. We don't need arithmetics in project management also. It's all about curiosity. So whatever is needed for satisfying the curiosity, I need to pay attention to that. Now just tell me, if you are in an aircraft, suddenly an announcement comes place and pilot announces like this: good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot for boarding our plane. Some or the other time, in some or the other places, our aircraft will land for sure. Enjoy the flight. What will happen to you?
Panic
You
button.
get irritated, yes?
Why? He asked your question. He answered your question that some or the other time, some or the other place, we will definitely land. What's the
Scared.
problem now? Huh?
We'll be scared. I mean, there is no certainty.
Think now. You know what? This answer is unbeatable answer. You can give this answer in any project review meeting. भाई ये project कम खत्म होगा. भाई रुक डरो मत. Some or the other time, some or the other place, this project will definitely get over. What will happen? So what you
Our
need?
commit, we will fail in commitments.
Huh?
We will fail in our commitments.
So how many projects have yet? No, go into the depth of it. Commitment, focus, passion. These are the words created by the politicians, not by the common man.
No,
So if
our supervisors,
huh?
our supervisors, in the
So you
any
want to call
organization.
them? Okay, no problem. Okay, so now if you have a commitment of 31st of December, that project will get over. Honest questions to all of you, and I need honest answers. How many projects have you seen so far completing on time? Dot time.
Nothing.
Zero probably.
Zero.
OTD, on time performance. I have seen lots of organizations. I have seen bureaucratic faults. I have seen authentic lies. I have seen sophisticated lies. Just meet eye to eye and just say that I know. And then the same person out the meeting, he tells me, DG, I said, yeah, I know exactly you are speaking lie, but I want to appreciate your art of lying. But there is nothing like this. Basically, as a human being, I want to know what will happen in future. Right? So now, if I am not able to communicate that, then people will be upset. And moment people will be upset, I will not get the support. My job, my responsibility fundamentally as a project manager is to engage the people. I need to get the project done with the help of the people. I simply cannot do. And that's what, right from my initial days, I was confused to know why project manager needs domain experience. Why does project manager need technical experience? Why? Don't they believe on the knowledge of the management? No, the real fact that a project manager should know how to create the soothing environment for managing the curiosity, and with respect to some stakeholders, how to disturb them. Curiosity is an index, satisfaction. So if I want to engage this person, I can either damage the curiosity or I can manage the curiosity. Even engagement with an anger is an engagement. And if I want somebody to get engaged, I will, if need be. Ultimately, I am playing with the curiosity. As a project manager, I should know that I must manage the curiosity. Now, when I am managing the curiosity, I must answer the questions which are full of curiosities. 99 out of 100 questions that generally we ask. Forget about project. Right from we get up in the morning till the time we go to the bed, you go pay attention to the questions and see that, okay, it's full of curiosity. Same thing happens with the project stakeholders. Some stakeholders don't want your project to happen. Some stakeholders want your project to happen. Some stakeholders are just there, but they all have curiosity. Now, like this, if the pilot announces that, okay, some or the other time the project will land, the aircraft will land, you don't accept it. You say, no, this is not the way that I want. So tell me now, what pilot should change? What kind of changes that pilot should make in the announcement?
He has to give the timing and the destination.
Now, this is second part. When there is a curiosity, it is unfortunate that human being ties the curiosity with a guarantee. The answer for the curiosity is expressed in guarantee, and the foundational fundamental responsibility or the skill that a project manager should have is to differentiate between these two and sensitize the people that, look, my answers are not the guarantees, but if I don't answer, you'll be further confused. So might as well listen to my answer and don't demand guarantees. Be with me, because none of us can give the guarantee. So why are you demanding the guarantee from me? No, it is not here. We are not here for guarantees. We are here for assurances. We are here for confidences. I can generate the confidence, but I cannot give the guarantee. So you want that answer from the pilot also. What does pilot say? If you have really paid attention to the pilot's announcement, He says, we were third in the or fifth in the landing sequence, and we have been demoted from landing sequence 5 to landing sequence 15, and therefore touchdown time would be 33 minutes from now if everything goes fine. I will get back to you with the air traffic controller reports and approach parameters. Haven't you heard this, Captain, telling you? Didn't you? Haven't you? So with that kind of artifact, aviation industry is the best supported industry after life science. With that kind of electronically supported equipment, with the one of the best breeds among human beings is driving that particular equipment, supported by satellites, supported by people equally competent down there on the ground. Even there, they can't give the guarantee. It's not about guarantee, it's about curiosity. Manage with the bits and pieces with the information. It's like a mother feed child. When would flight land? Yeah, generally the timeline is for 3.5 hours. Are you sure 3.5 hours? No, I'm not sure. But if I would not have given this particular answer, you would have further in the deluded state. So take this answer, chew that answer, think over it, and please trust me. So curiosity and guarantee. If I want to dissociate these two words, I need to build a trust. And therefore, now you tell me why the schedules are prepared by the project managers. Last few questions.
To create that kind of certainty and give
Why
the
do
assurance
we
that
correct? So now think. Now go back to the fundamentals of project management.
The project manager needs to assure himself.
Huh?
Project manager needs to assure himself before telling others.
Schedule. Because there are people around me and they will ask me. Even if they don't ask, I have to communicate it. And if I select not to communicate, better I should resign. I'm not fit for project management job. Rather than somebody sacking, I must resign. I am here to communicate. Life is full of communication. And then, what is so great being a project manager? I am the one, having known that there can be guarantees, still use the data to satisfy the people curiosity transiently. That's the deal. Transient satisfactions of the curiosity. Because I cannot guarantee. And until I guarantee, I cannot fit it forever. So transiently. So why do we develop the project schedule? Why do we develop the budget? Why do we need to develop the risk radar? Why do we develop the stakeholder radar? Now tell me, where is advance involved in that? People fight. Shall we use Microsoft Project or Primavera? Boss, do anything but do it. I've seen organizations, Primavera, Microsoft Project, but I have yet to see the organization where decisions are taken by throwing the schedule on the screen. Very rarely decisions are taken by seeing the schedule. Decisions are taken intuitively. Why? Because project managers don't have schedule to show. They have multiple schedules. So most of the time they are confused. Which schedule to show? No, because this project schedule is for customer, this is for auditor, this is for my job with the manager, this is for project director, this is for PMO. Then I forget. I get pay attention to my curiosity. If I'm able to handle my curiosity well, I should not demand guarantees, but I must create a trust. The trust by paying attention to the diligence, the data, with fullest respect to the uncertainties around. Any estimate you say, nobody will be able to give the guarantees of the estimate. But there is a confidence, there is an intention. So how can I give the intention other side? How can I create the confidence? Look, this is how I visualize the project. This is what things will happen. It is the laying of my vision, my visualization to the people. It may be wrong, it may be accurate. It will have error in accuracy, but at least I have something to show in a sophisticated manner, in a professional manner, with due diligence. I may not use Microsoft Project, I may use whiteboard, I may use post-its, but I have seen it. And I'm able to tell you that, look, this is how it seems. Now you can say that, no, but I don't think this activity will happen in 15 days. Okay, fine, I'm ready to do that. Tell me, 15, 20, 25. So now pay attention to, I am a project manager, I am a human being, I am full of curiosity. People around me are full of curiosity. Fundamentally, since we are curious, we take the birth. That's a philosophical truth. So with this kind of gang around me, my attention should be on numbers or my attention should be on trust development. So for trust development, I need numbers which I know cannot give the guarantee. This is the beauty of project management. And then I have some methods, I have some tools, I have some techniques. So I have work breakdown structure so that people can see this is what is the project is all about. I have schedule, people can look at the flow. I have budget, so people can see how much money will go by when, what is the outflow of the money. I have risk register. Then I can show that, look, I need to be attentive for this particular risk. You can help me. I have stakeholder radar. I can show that, look, these are the 5 stakeholders. These are the 2 stakeholders that we need to protect our project from. No. No, this is the deal. And that's the reason I always say project management is all about science of curiosity management. And when we practice science to the letter and intent of the processes communicated, we become an artist. An artist is the one who will not be able to give you an equation, but he knows exactly which equation has helped me. Pandit Bhimsen Joshi will not be able to tell you exactly what is the frequency of Sharja, but you know exactly morning 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock, he has practiced something that his guru has taught him. So there is a process. There is a process of developing the project schedule. There is a process of developing the risk register. Why? That's the question we must ask. Why am I managing the project? Because there are people around me. Their lives are anyway becoming miserable. But can I not add some value of confidence to them? That they are connected to me by some or the other connections. We happen to be working in the same project. Can't I give them some confidence? I know that they will ask guarantee, but can I not sensitize these people that don't ask guarantees in life? Project is a fantastic metaphor of life. Anything can happen in the project. Come, let us understand this. And then probably we can use a lot of tools that I was telling you. Now tell me, what should be the focus of a project manager, irrespective of the size and the complexity of the project? That's a question that I had in the beginning. So why project manager should be paid for? Tell me now, last question, and we'll end. Why project manager should be awarded?
Basically to build the trust amongst the all members who are connected to that activity.
Build the trust. And yeah, Pranita?
It's a remuneration to the effort spent by everybody, and that's how we are recognizing their whatever contribution is.
Correct. Efforts spent for what? That's what my question is.
The completion of the project.
What if have you come across all the projects which are completed? There are so many projects which are not completed. So PM should not be paid for?
Probably then just a contribution.
Let's go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, I think to gauge the cost benefit analysis and basically.
Right? So think. Project managers, they say many times I ask him, why should I pay you? They tell me that we are the people who complete the project, we are the people who complete the project on time, we build a profit, we give some. Who told you? You may not be there till the end of the project. And how do you say that you are there, you are completing the project? No, you believe that you will be there till the end of the project. So I cannot pay you on the assumption, sorry. So this is the ruthless behavior, ruthless dialogue that one should have with ourselves. What is the real value addition of a project manager? The real value addition of a project manager is quantitative visibility and predictability. And if a project manager is able to bring that particular thing, take it from me, the review meeting will not go beyond 9 minutes. And Ajit was talking a lot of things about me. I have so far told all the organizations that I have entangled with, I said, look, I'm not here to give you the process because otherwise it will be insult to your ancestors. I'm not here to tell you what is going wrong. I'm here to tell you, look, boss, project review meeting should not go beyond 9 minutes. And there are methods to it. Now, when I'll be able to, so what is the ultimate deliverable of somebody who really wants to bring the culture in the organization? The review meeting is a waste of time. It's a necessary evil. Then it should not be that bad. 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I have the data. People spend whole time in review meeting and their work starts after 3 o'clock. Why can't we complete the project review meeting in 9 minutes? What's the question to be asked? What's happening? What should have happened? How far is this from should? What would happen? Should we act controlling manner or should we act preventive manner? That's it. So if we have the answers, I have the questions, 19 questions, out of which 12 questions should be prepared before joining to the meeting room, and only 7 questions left. And if I am able to answer each question, it should not take more than 15 to 30 seconds. 7 questions, 30 seconds, 3.5 minutes, 5 minutes, that's it. That is the value addition. And that's the reason project manager should be paid for. I'm almost delayed by 8 minutes. So here I stop. No, I don't have anything to tell you. Quickly to summarize, I started with that was a rumor. I can't read the palms, neither I can read the horoscope, but I can read horoscope of the project for sure. And horoscope of the project has 8 dimensions into that. WBS tells me the future of the project. The schedule tells me the future of the project. The risk radar, the stakeholder radar, the budget, the procurement contracts. So these are all grahas, and that talks about the future of the project. But as a project manager, I am a human being. People around me are the human beings. They are fundamentally the bunch of curiosity. There are lots of questions people will ask for any work they are connected to. This is the work that I am in charge of. Obviously, I am answerable to the people around me, but I am not answerable for the guarantees. I am answerable to take care of their curiosities. And curiosities must be managed transiently because I cannot manage curiosity forever. And for transient management of the curiosity, I must have the data which is built on the trust, and I must be able to present it and with a clear cut communication that this may change tomorrow. But till then, neither you know nor I know. So let us believe on this fact. Let us get satisfied that we know something about future, at least for tomorrow, which itself can be wrong. But let's go ahead with that. And then let us take move. So this is the real meaning of progressive elaboration. People just buy at it and say that project is progressive elaborative endeavor. What is progressive elaboration? Handling human. So that's all I have to say. So please, for God's sake, don't develop the schedule for developing the schedule. Develop the schedule because this is the foundational contribution to the human life that as a project manager, we have got the opportunity. Don't waste time. Have any questions, we can take them.
Yeah, any questions from the audience?
One question.
Like to handle, yes.
Yes, Dhaval.
Yeah. Right. So thanks a lot for giving the enlightenment on humorous way and with the different examples. One thing I really want to understand is the higher management in these IT companies. As I work in an IT company, that's why I'm giving this example. But then higher management in these companies, they just look at the schedule and they say, "Chalo, isko kam kar dete hain. Let us target. We do not have this much funds. Let us reduce this by a couple of months."
Yeah.
So how do we tackle that? Because that is something that's a day in day out exercise for us.
Super. Perfect. So I'll give one answer to it. There are 2 answers to it. One is which depends, which is based on the law of karma, and third is also based on law of karma. Think like this, so it will lighten your situation there. Why I only get connected to such kind of top management? Think like this. How come I am faced this? Because his friend says, "Oh, their top management is good." Fine. So there is law of karma. Okay? I must have messed up something in past, not past life, past month or past year. So probably these people are connected with me. So okay, accept the fact and move forward. Now, second part is that as a project manager, I have always coached project managers. I don't coach them on mathematics, statistics, and all. I coach them how not to answer. So I always tell them, never say yes. Then immediately project manager say, wow, yes, yes, I will not say. But I said, look, hold on. Never say yes, never say no. You don't say no. Now be attentive. Sarji, question to all admin. This couple of minutes might move. Is it okay?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Yeah. That
Now,
should not be a problem.
yeah. So let's think now. Yeah. Here there is somebody. So this white box. So here is somebody. Now, Dhaval, I am senior manager. Dhaval, you are a project manager in my organization for the time being. And here is somebody sitting on the table just for the time being. And I ask you, Dhaval, that can this person, does this person like coffee or tea? Uh, what will be your senior manager is asking something about the project. So they are saying, can the length of this particular project be shortened? What will you do? Will you say yes or will you say no?
We'll get back.
Generally, we'll get back. We'll look into it. We'll get back.
Let's take one oath actually. I mean, before we conclude, we'll take the oath also. We'll get back is an answer by the politician. We'll get back before 11 o'clock tomorrow morning India time is an answer of project manager. So
Absolutely.
Got it.
Right? So 15 days. Unwarrantedly, for no reason, you consider that's liability of you and you say, no, I don't think so. There are resource crunch, It is like somebody asking me, does this person like coffee? First ask him. So similarly, I'll say, okay, let us ask project. Now, can project speak? Of course, project speaks. But project speaks with only project manager. Unfortunate that others can't understand that. So how project speaks? The project speaks through schedule. So I'll say, okay, hold on. Let us throw the schedule. I believe that you have a schedule. So throw the schedule on screen and say that, look, this is the reason there is 100 days. Yeah, now we can reduce it. This is how we can reduce it and look at that. We can reduce it. And project is also saying it is possible. However, there will be injection of these two people here and we might have to sensitize client here. Probably this implementation will have to send somebody on the client and this we can do on the pseudo testing data. Am I saying yes or am I saying no to this answer? No.
True, well studied plan. Yeah,
right.
That helps. Yeah.
Right. So the answer to all of you is, in projects, please do not answer anything on behalf of anybody, including projects. Anybody who is asking question about somebody, you can connect. So as a project manager, your position should be slip or gully, not the batsman, wicketkeeper or the bowler. Let them play. You should be like this. And now last thing. Now if this is the senior manager and this is the project manager, if the question answer goes like this, that means who is speaking with whom? Senior manager speaking with project manager, senior manager project, ego speaking with ego speaking with ego. What I bring in the third party called schedule on the screen. Now, does schedule has ego?
No.
That's it. So I make ego speak with non-ego.
Wonderful.
And that's the reason I need schedule. Right. Because otherwise, see, a lot of organization that I go, you know what I do? People call me mad otherwise also. But they are happy with my madness. I always bring in one chair in the review meeting once people set, and I keep that chair empty. I said nobody will speak on this, will sit on this chair, and I write the name of the project on that particular chair. I said, look, what is that we are doing? We are reviewing the project. So where is the project?
Right.
So project manager should not answer any question. Project should answer. And that's the reason I can create the project schedule. So therefore we need, why training? Project management training is not, it is literacy. It's another language altogether that the people around me and in the organization must know. This is how project speaks. Yeah, Dhaval?
Wonderful answer. Got it. Thank you.
Good.
So Dhaval, your senior manager is going to have tough time tomorrow, right?
Yes, certainly.
I hope he's not in the meeting. So I've given my email ID, my
Yeah, yeah.
number also. You can write to me on WhatsApp. Absolutely fine. No issues.
Uh, DG, we have 2-3 minutes. In that case, if anyone has, because probably the very few questions are there because it was very, very kind of enlightening stuff, different approach. So probably everybody would take little time to digest it. But still, if anyone
Uh,
has any question, feel free to ask. We will stretch for another 2 to 3 minutes. If it
Absolutely.
is if for this. I must say this is an enlightenment, and through enlightenment there are learnings, obviously. So a very quick learning, we will have to digest it, and as you rightly said, we will try and use that in personal as well as professional life. Great, that's fantastic. Sachin, I would.
Okay, Digi sir, it was totally very commanding, very involved, and taking all of us together when you were explaining about each and every point in a simple way, even how we can connect this project management activity in our day-to-day life. So a couple of examples which you talked with us that enlightened everyone's mind. So, Digi sir, you are basically